So when I first started Swallow My Thoughts, I definitely had just blog posts. But at the time I was really like, I've always been into music too, just because of my mom, like heavy influence. Like she had a crazy like music selection. Like, those Sunday morning cleanings was like, jazz, Ella Fitzgerald. Sometimes she hitting us with some Luther, some Earth, Wind and Fire. So like she had a very wide range of a palette of music. Some days you might catch her listening to KRS-One. So like you never know. So
Right.
I always fucked with music. So I really kind of wanted to be like a producer and a DJ. So at the time, I was kind of making playlists, but I wanted to make mixes. So the guy that I was dating, I would put the songs together and he would just mix it. Like he just be like, I'm not touching it. Just put the songs in the order you want and mix it.
Right.
So I originally started putting my Pretty Tune mixes on there, and those grew into playlists, like me just curating playlists. I was also highlighting like creatives, like whoever I thought was dope. Really, I feel like I wanted people to see them. Like if I think you raw, I think other people should see that shit because I have great taste, in
Right.
my personal opinion, and whatever it is. Like I'm just very picky about things, so I think if somebody's dope, like other people should know about it, especially if it's something that can serve a community of people that I already know gonna be here. So I would do features with like entrepreneurs that were on the rise, fashion designers, music artists. Like I was doing like that's how I kind of got started doing interviews. Like I was sitting down video interviewing. Like I know you just put DJ D93 on y'all show.
Uh-huh.
Dorian was one of my first interviews at SIU. Like sitting
That's
down,
crazy.
yeah, sitting down interviewing him. So that was the type of content I was doing, like just real, genuine, authentic, like shit that I wanted to talk about, like what I was seeing, my experiences, and then being in college, finding out who I was, and just seeing other people on that same path, like having the same passion. Like let's just share that shit.
Now you know what's crazy? A lot of people don't get a chance to experience building something and watching it actually become something popular and something that people, gravitate towards too. So how was that for you just watching your blog just take off and expand?
Um, for me, I think sometimes I'm too humble because I don't want to get big headed, because I think arrogance is a very ugly trait to have at times. So
Right.
like it was like if it just made me feel good to know that like the purpose of why I was doing it was being accomplished. Like my blog, I didn't launch it to be popular or anything like that, or to get, of course I want people to see it, but my thing is like if one person can read my blog post and it changes their perspective, or if they can relate, or if I can stop them from making a dumb decision that I did in the past because they was in a similar situation, like then my job is done. So for me, getting comments and like getting feedback, like damn, I could relate to that, or that was really transparent, like I fuck with that, like that for me was more satisfying than the blog itself being popular. Like popularity and clout for me only gets you so far. Like
Right.
numbers and shit, people get caught up in that. Like I tell Bika all the time, like I don't trip on numbers because I wanna have a lot of numbers. I just want to know if the people that watched it got something and took something away from it. Then I know that I'm creating good content and that I'm accomplishing the goal that I set for